Hey, how's it going? So I haven't done an outfit of the day in a while here, and so I thought I'd come on and film one. I just also filmed a hair curling video, which I'll be posting in the next day or so after this. And I have a lot of other things in the works for you guys. So I'm really excited to be able to bring you some more content. And so as always, if you like this video, don't forget to hit thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload more videos. So I'm wearing actually one of my favorite shirts. This shirt is, I'd say, 17 years old. Again, could be 18 years old. Okay, this I bought probably either 2006, 2007. Okay, this is a shirt by South Pole, and even has the S and the P here. This was one of my favorite brands back in that era. It's so funny because I thought a lot of the stuff had gone out of style, and then until I joined TikTok last year, and there are tons of people who are collecting things from the early 2000s, thought of as the Y2K style, as well as the mid 2000s, because it's like a very distinct era. And I actually love that era because for me, since I had already lived through the 80s, and then I felt in the 80s were so exciting and had fun patterns and metallics and bright colors and animal prints. And then the 90s ushered in, the early 90s were still pretty fun and bright colors and a lot of the same stuff. But then by the time the mid 90s came in, all the way, it was a very drab era. It was a lot of khaki, it was a lot of denim, black turtleneck with denim, some fun prints, but for the most part, I felt it as to be a very drab time. And then as soon as the Y2K era came in, and we were kind of like thinking about things for the futures, and there were a lot of colorful videos and very spacey videos, all of a sudden we start getting metallics again, we start getting bright colors again, start getting fun patterns, as well as this kind of like, I call it semi-biker look, but there was a lot of like Harley Davidson true biker things that came into fashion. And I actually have some of those pieces. I myself have never been a big motorcycle person. I did ride a motorcycle for 15 minutes for one time, and I was too freaked out. And I don't even like riding in a car at 40 miles an hour. I don't like being a passenger in a car on the highway. Okay, that's what a scaredy cat I am. Flying, I don't have so much of a problem with, but riding on, I had a friend that I had no other way to get me a ride but to be on the back of his motorcycle. I had a helmet on, but it was the longest 15 minutes of my life, and I was terrified. I don't like feeling the wind. I don't, none of that. I don't like the motion. I was a mess. So, but I love the Harley kind of biker look, and it's a fun look. And I do have some pieces from t-shirts from that same mid 2000s era that were made by Harley Davidson. I have some of these wings and some of these cool patterns, and I think there's just the design elements in them are very, very cool. But this one, South Pole, was another one of those brands, and actually, surprisingly, it was carried by Sears of all places. And you don't think of Sears as being cutting edge style, but they did carry certain brands that were kind of trendy at that moment. There was also that whole Ed Hardy era stuff. I loved all that stuff. The cool thing I liked about the early 2000s was it was taking elements from the funky stuff, the 80s, the metallics that are like in this shirt, some animal prints, as well as that whole 90s tattoo biker kind of era. And I felt that was really cool too. So I had a lot of shirts that had lots of prints that had like the tattoo inspired, like the Ed Hardy line, and the things that had the biker elements, as well as things that had the animal print and the metallic. So if you can see up close, it has this, all the threading in here is metallic, so that's why I have a gold to pick up the gold here. And but what I also like about these is they have elastic on the sides here, okay? And that elastic is very good for a curvy person, because it instead of it just being a loose t-shirt, a loose unisex cut t-shirt is the worst thing for a curvy woman, okay? There's cut too boxy. It ends up being too big if you want to allow for the bust, or hips, and it's too big in the body. Or if you get the neck size down, then the neck is too tight or the arms are too, there's always something, okay? But the way this is, and this is why I've hung on to several of these shirts from that era. The purple one I did in that jean post I did a few videos ago with outfits. That shirt also had the same elastic here too. So anyway, putting them with my basic black leggings, and I even put up some leopard pumps on. So I just think it's a cute look. This is kind of like one of my basic looks. Sometimes I put black sneakers, my black Reeboks on with these. Sometimes I put just random sneakers. I put blazers over this and gone to like a networking meeting, depending on the type of networking meeting it was. If it was more kind of, sometimes I go to like more formal thing. I won't say formal, but more like establishment type of networking meetings where I'm going to be meeting like real estate agents and accountants and those types of people to, you know, promote my business. That case, I would not be wearing a t-shirt like this. That would, I would usually wear, like, let's say a pink t-shirt with like a scarf or necklace or jewelry, something that looks a little more professional with a blazer. If I'm going to a network event where it's more female driven entrepreneurs, as well as, and sometimes more spiritual. Sometimes you have people who are a little funkier, who in their professions, like people who are tarot card readers, or people who are life coaches, or nutrition, wellness kind of things, in addition to beauty people or jewelry making or that kind of thing, more creatives, artists, that kind of thing. Those types of small businesses, I would just put a blazer over this, you know, and this would be something I would wear to that, because it has this kind of funky, messy quality. But it just depends on the type of event and the type of people which I'm going to want to talk to and come across, how I'm going to come across. So it's because of those elements and those things that's what I do with my job, and my various aspects of my job. Those reasons are why I'm not on here showing a lot of skin, doing a lot of extra stuff outside of here, showing a lot of skin. That's not what I'm about. I'm here to be empowering for plus size women. If the other people, if those who are entertained by it feel entertained by it, that's cool too. But that's part of the reason why I'm not doing this channel is not for bikini. This channel is not for salaciousness, you know. So anyway, just that being said, this is kind of a fun look. These are leggings that I got from Macy's a long time ago, and I'm so saddened to hear that they're starting to close some Macy's, because for me, I feel Macy's, I'm a shopper, in-person shopper. I like trying things on. I like feeling like I can take 2 or 3 sizes into a dressing room, and maybe if I only get one thing out of that trip into that dressing room, at least I tried it on. I don't have to get all 3. I don't have to worry about them charging my card for all 3. I go and I get in line and I get what I need and I'll leave. And I don't have to spend an extra time in the line in the post office and yada, yada, yada. That's what I do. So, but, you know, it is what it is. So, the Macy's inline, it's their house brand, INC, and some of their other in-house brands are excellent for me for sizing, for just an XL. And so yeah, so it's, what I like about it is it has this band that is very good. I don't know if they still have them anymore, because these are also a few years old, but they have a band here that's excellent and holding me in a little bit. And there's something about the way the knit actually kind of lifts me up a little bit in the back. So, anyway, just wanted to share. You know, I'm still on an exercise journey. I'm still trying to, you know, still doing things. I'm actually filming this at 12:30 at night. I've been wanting to make this video all day. Something always came up, whether it was dishes, whether it was work, whether it's fixing dinner. I'm in the doing stuff all the time. I'm home, doing homework, home household work, or I'm doing work, or helping take care of the dog and help. We're both taking turns taking the dog out, taking things. So this is what I'm filming, and then after I'm done here, I've already filmed the hair video. After I do this, then I'm gonna put on workout clothes and I'm gonna exercise, and then take the makeup off and call it a day. So anyway. I just thought I'd share with you. This is one of my favorite shirts, and yeah, it's kind of fun. I kind of like this closet because it's filming here, because it kind of gives you a nice overview. And one thing I've noticed as I've been exercising more is my posture is getting better. I was noticing when I went around, and a few videos ago, I have a tendency to always lean over this way. And I don't know if that's from being busty my whole life, or you're carrying a lot forward, so you tend to lean forward, or if it's a height thing, or if, we're bending over a lot because we're looking at our tablet. But I have been trying to make a conscious effort, and also wearing the heels too, is trying to have better posture, so that when I turn around, it's more, I give off, even though I'm 4'11", I'll give off the vibe of being a taller person. And I've noticed that with stretching and with exercise, some things may never come off the way I want it to be, but there's a lot of loose skin when you've been over the 250 mark and trying to get healthier. And there's a lot of loose skin there, and it's especially at 59. There's things your skin doesn't have the elasticity that it would if I was doing this when I was younger. So I have a lot of loose skin. But one thing about doing these videos, it has made me a lot less self-conscious. In public, I wouldn't be showing. There were years in public I just always covered my arms. At this point, there are so many people who are much heavier than me out there showing a lot more. So yeah. So another thing is about these is this shirt is it's very comfortable on my arms, but it's also very hard to find things if they fit nice this way. Sometimes things are often very, very tight here, and it's the same thing with the thighs. There's definitely a significant difference between my calf to thigh ratio, and I'm very self-conscious about that. So, but I'm up to biking an hour now, an evening, so feeling more mobile, if that makes sense, even if the body is not where I want it to be yet. But I definitely, compared to a year ago, year and a half ago, 2 years ago even, or even after 2020, after I had some accidents and I put extra weight on top of what I already had, compared to that, I'm doing great. I'm doing really, really good. So anyway, I just wanted to just check in with you guys and show you where I'm at right now in my journey. But for me, this shirt is like an old friend. It's definitely something that makes me happy when I wear it, makes me feel comfortable, and it's just something that's very me, because it's got the colors, it's got the leopard, and it's got the wings, and it's got the metallics, and it's got a little bit of bling too. So anyway, and what I like, it's really fun to see all these people just going to thrift stores and saying, "Oh, look, I found it, it's got this on it, it's got that." It's this patterns that things I've had in my car, I've just always never let go of, just because I like that look. So anyway, thanks so much for joining me, and don't forget to, share, my videos with friends who like beauty and style, or maybe somebody who just might need a smile, okay? All right, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.